Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In previous session, we just see how to create an interactive grid and explore the properties which are available under the interactive grid component. So in this session, we are going to explore more about interactive grid actions button. So action buttons, in that there are several predefined features available. Using that you can format your data visually. So let's begin. So previously we just created this interactive grid with this source query as select asterisk from employee. Now we just got this five columns. So I'm just running this page. Now this is the output we got. So now what we are going to explore is this action button. This is predefined action button. It contains predefined set of options which is useful for formatting the interactive grid. So first of all, I'm just clicking on this. You can see first option is columns. Using this column, it will display whatever columns which is displayed here. It will display all the columns here. You can rearrange this column by clicking on this. So I just going to rearrange this name to the first column. Here first is employee number, so I'm going to make this name as a first column. So by selecting which field you are going to change, you just click on that, and you can click here. This up arrow means moving up, and this down arrow is moving down. So I'm just going to click up arrow. Now you can see here name column become first column in that grid. So after doing that, you can specify your column width. Like if you didn't specify any width means it automatically stretches its column. If you specified any particular width means it will fix to that width. So after moving that, I am clicking on the save. Now you can see this name column becomes a first column of our interactive. So likewise, you can reorder your columns. And then if I want to hide any of the columns means, suppose I don't want any gender column. So I'm going to hide, I want only the remaining four columns means I can hide that by clicking on this checkbox. You can see checkbox will be near to that column. If you uncheck means that particular column will be hidden. If you check it means that particular column will be visible. So after that, click on save. Now you can see the gender column is removed from your visual, but actually it is there, but it is hidden from your visual. So that is the use of this actions button. First option columns, and filter we can see later. Here you can see data. In the data there are sub options like sort, aggregate, refresh, flashback. Here the refresh option is used for refreshing the grid. That is, if you have done any changes in the database with this data, then you can click on this data refresh means that a newly updated data will be seen here. That is, the data again the SQL query will be rerun and the data will be fetched out newly from the database. So you can use that option for refreshing your grid. This flashback is nothing but if same like here in this data, if you changed any amount and save, and you need to see that what is the previous data of that particular column, so you can give click on this flashback, and you can give and enter the minutes like 10 minutes before what's the data of that. Like that you can enter the minute and you can check that. That is the use of that. Now we can see this first sort we can see. So first sorting is like you are going to sort the data either in ascending order or descending order on a particular columns. So in that, click on the sort. Now I'm going to assign this data based on the name in ascending order. For that, first by default you will get a 1. To create a new one, you can click on this plus icon. To delete the existing one, you click on the delete icon, this minus icon. To move up and forward, you can use this arrow button. First, I'm just by default it is created, so I'm just selecting the column to which I'm going to apply this sorting. I'm going to apply this sorting to the name, so I just selecting the name. Then this is ascending order or descending order, and by default ascending is selected. I'm going to sort in ascending order. This one nulls, if the column contains any nulls, then null should be at the first or a last. So by default last is selected and click on the save. Now you can see first is Sophia Sonalika, so it starts from S. and we have Akash at the last. So now our expected result should be Akash should be first and remaining in the ascending order. So I'm clicking on this. Now you can see our data is sorted in a ascending order. Same likewise you can do this data setting in descending order also. So you can see this icon also, up arrow icon near to the column. It representing the data is sorted in ascending order. So if you click on this, you can make a filtering option, like you can search the data. So it's like mini search bar. You can search this, you can some of this, some we will see these options later. So here you can see this arrow is for don't sort. By the title you can see don't sort, and this arrow is sort descending. So now currently our data is in ascending order. To sort in reverse, you click on this down arrow. Now our data is in descending order. Now you don't want any sorting means, then you can remove that sorting by clicking on the down sort. So we will get the previous data. So to clearing that filtering, then this aggregate. So like that sort can be applied to any of the columns or all the columns. So now we are going to see about aggregate function. So aggregate is nothing but it's like the aggregate function you already know, like getting the sum of column, count of column, average of column. So that is aggregate. So you can get an aggregate. So by clicking on this aggregate, same like on pop-up will open. And that also by default you will get a created. To create new one, plus icon, to delete a minus icon. Now I'm going to select a column for which I'm going to create an aggregate. I'm going to create an aggregate for a salary. That is, I'm going to calculate the sum of salary. So on click, I'm going to select the salary column from this column list. Now column is this aggregation contains predefined setup like count of distinct, minimum of the number, maximum, median, sum, average. These are the predefined thing. Now I'm going to do summation of them. So I'm going to select sum. And a tooltip if you wanted means you can give like totals. I'm giving this show overall value in the sense if there is a multiple, this we will see in later. So I'm going to click save. Now you can see our totals of this column is given, and on hovering the mouse on the column we are getting this title as totals here. You can see totals is coming. So that is the tooltip. So this is a column overall summation of the column. This is a aggregation. So here you can see one newly created space is, you can see a newly created element is there. This is called formatting toolbar. That is what these are the formatting options. So whatever options we are doing here, it will be highlighted here. It is noting that our data, it is applying this formatting on our existing data. To remove this formatting, you can click uncheck means it will remove, or if you want to remove that full complete formatting, remove it. Clicking on the X button will remove the complete formatting. So I'm going to remove this checkbox. So now you can see this only my formatting has went out. Now I need to review that formatting means I can re-click on this to get our formatting back. I want to remove this formatting. Let's say I'm going to edit this. Instead of sum of salary, I'm going to make some average of salary. Then you can click on this. Again, your editing options will come. You can select aggregation. You can select the average and click on the save button. Now this average of the salary is came. So likewise, if I want to delete my existing filterings, I can click on the X button. Now my formatting is gone. That's all. So likewise you can do. So we will explore this remaining option in the next video. Thank you.